Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, emphasis on the .net. And we're doing the very last weekly for this week. It is Air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, September 15th to the 21st, 2019. And I'm just going to jump right in and start. So the first card I pulled, and it insisted on coming out, was win or lose. So Air, there's something to do with putting in the full effort, whatever we do this week. All right, so full effort. And the first card, and I have to say I did glance through them, pay attention to the major arcana in this one. The first card is Star, or the goddess Star, our energy. And for 4 or 5 centuries, it has been a male-dominated energy. But we are moving into Aquarius, which is more a gentle, more feminine energy. And so the pendulum is swinging slowly back to male orientation. And we're lucky, and this is a very important, that the pendulum doesn't swing so it's really feminine dominated, because we want it right in the middle. We want the male and female energy to be equal. But for this week, it is the feminine energy. This is the goddess energy. And she likes knowledge. She likes people to learn. She likes people to be in couples. Doesn't matter what kind of couples, as long as it has the positive, negative energy in it. But she, more than anything, likes people to grow spiritually. And what covers you? Air. It's the High Priestess. 2 major arcanas on top of each other. What does this say? This is a double whammy. This is the High Priestess. The High Priestess sees things clearly that other people cannot see. She keeps her mouth shut quite often, will allow you to fall on your face if that's a lesson you need to learn. Again, High Priestess, female, goddess, female. Very strong feminine energy this week. Also, strong spiritual energy this week. And what pushed us to this place? Again, major arcana, the Hangman. There's a lot of things that have been happening behind the scenes that we were unaware of, and that has come to the fore now. All the shifting, the changing that has been happening, we were unaware of, and we felt like we were not moving forward. It's now time to move forward. So what is just below us is the inner child. And the inner child always has to do with the subconscious. This is the wise inner child, though. It's not the chaotic inner child that says you got to learn whether you like it or not. This inner child is saying, take your time, think about it, grow with it. And right in front, and I think I'm going to read these 2 cards together, because right in front of us it says use your intuition. Well, that's a given. We're in the spiritual business. Knowing what feels right and what feels wrong is a given. But the most important part of the cards is this. The inner child is saying, hey, it's time to get moving. Use your intuition. And then we get the Fool. And the Fool is brand new beginnings, a brand new journey. Again, major arcana, so that's 4 major arcana. This is an extremely important week for Air. We are going to be moving. We're starting a new journey this week. And I suspect anybody that has any sensitivity to the energies realizes this week is, the last week has been, this week will be all about change, all about making things happen. And it is brand new energy. We've been tired. The majority of us have been so tired by the end of the day, we just want to curl up and into a ball and do nothing. New energy is coming in. which means never been here on Earth before. Also pushing out old energy that's been here way too long. That old energy, where's it going? We're transmuting it. That's why we are so darn tired, right? So this week is a brand new beginning for us. Okay, and what's also going to come up this week, and this has been prevalent through basically every single earth, fire, wind, whatever, is the hermit. We are way showers. We are going to be the way showers. We're the teachers. We're the ones people will be looking at to see how we handle things. Why will they be looking at us to see how we handle things? Well, we've done the dirty. We've got the education. We've hurt. We've learned the lessons, and we've released. So that puts us in a position where we're the leaders, we're the teachers. We're also, and this is what's coming up in this week, we're also taking responsibility for our own lives. This is a very positive card. We're doing things in a very positive way. So that was 5 major arcana. Another major arcana. So we're taking responsibility for ourselves, and we're the only ones who can do that, right? I mean, unless you're underage and you can't, especially under 5, you're responsible for yourselves. You cannot turn around and say, oh, they hurt my feelings, so it's their fault. My feelings were hurt. Why were my feelings hurt? What can I do about it? That's the truth. So we're going to see more clearly. We're going to see more clearly in this week that's coming up. A lot of positive energy, which means we're going to see clearly things we don't want to see clearly about how we've acted in the past and how it's not benefited us or anybody else. Don't hold on to it. Release it. Let it go. Let it go. Forgive yourself. That hanging on to things and going, oh, I'm so bad. Why did I do that? It's ego. That's all it is. You don't need the ego. So let it go. And this will be the result. You will be reaping in the rewards of all your hard efforts. Change still. Continued change. But that is it. So win or lose, we're moving forward. And the last card is move. Just simply move. But as you notice, there's a heart there. So move into the heart. Move into the knowing. Allow the mind to be the servant. All right? So this is a powerful week. Lots of aha moments. Lots of, oh God, I understand. Not necessarily going to be easy, but remember what I said. Don't allow your ego to pull you into the trap of beating yourself up because you did something dumb. Because, hey, we all do something dumb. That's just life. All right, I'm finished my tirade. Now, what do we have for us in store?
Maria Herrera says, hello.
Hi, Maria.
Mimi asks, hello, how does Dario feel about Riche?
Probably the same as yesterday.
Doesn't really change day to day.
Honestly,
not easily anyways, or not quickly.
They don't usually doesn't change that fast. So, not trying to be rude or anything. You ask that question, wait a week and ask again. And save your question. Get a question that's something a little more interesting for you. So I will answer that, but I'm pretty certain it's the same thing, same answer, because it's like getting a reading every single day. Things don't move that fast usually, and you're just throwing away your money, you're throwing away your energy. Okay, well, let me see. Basically, it's the same energy. Just yeah, fine. Richet's fine. Like I said, it doesn't change hugely from day to day. Give it a week. Ask again next week. All right.
Eyes Like Stars says hello, Elisha and Elle. Hello. Puzzle of Life says hi.
Hi. I do like that name, by the way.
Yeah, it's a cool name.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out how to say it. I had to sit there and study it.
Yeah, you have to break it up to make. Yeah, I've done that a few times. The Polynesian Princess says Libra.
That's us. It's our birthday month coming up soon. Hey.
Yep. She also adds, "Hello, everyone. Hello, Elle and Elisha. Hello." Erin Lou says, "Hi, hello, Elisha."
Hi, Erin.
Maria Herrera says, "Hi, any message from Spirit? Thank you."
So today they say they really like how you've been trying yesterday, basically, how you tried really to lighten your energy up and smile and have fun. And they think that's that you should continue to do that. They do think they suggest that you and your son take some time and just get out of the apartment, go do something, go have a cup of tea together, go for a walk in the park, do something together. Just you and your son this weekend, not just in general, this weekend. All right.
Yasmin Fox says, "What will my soulmate love about me? Thank you as always." I'm gonna say everything.
That was my response.
I mean, it's in the name, right?
Yeah.
They're going to love everything about you, your flaws, your perfect moments, your just. He's gonna love you
And
unconditionally.
that's what it is when people love. If they love this part of you but not that part of you, then it's not love. If they love you as you are, then they are exactly what you're looking for. And the same goes for you. You will turn around and love them, and you may chuckle at their putting their dirty socks into the bed, and you have to get down and scoop them out. But you won't go, "Oh, I hate that. I hate that." You'll just chuckle about it. You might wish that he doesn't do it, but you won't hate it. You and you will look at it and say, "Ah, that's his flaw. Isn't he cute?" So personally, what you're actually asking is, what is to love about you? You have a grand soul. You have the capacity to take in and care for people on a grand level. It's like you reach out and you're capable of encompassing and caring for people, and you're capable of taking in their flaws and seeing them in a different light so that other people see it in a different light. Some people see flaws that are not there, and they're actually attributes that are positive. Well, a good example is when I was growing up, I was always a little bit psychic, and I used to phone my mom and say, "Hey, how are you feeling?" My mom would have been feeling fine, but within 24 hours, she was quite sick. My father would turn around and say to her, "Don't you dare tell her that she was," right? So they saw being psychic as a negative, but it's not. It is simply an attribute that I possess. Because I come from Scottish Irish ancestry, I didn't go through the burning times where they eliminated that gene. I have it stronger than maybe other people do. Doesn't mean that everybody can learn and become, because that is our true nature. But that's an example. You see things and you can see the attribute rather than the negative. And so far, you haven't started to utilize that ability because you've been shut down a few times. The trick is you don't really care what they think. You just say, hey, you're really awesome. You can do this. Isn't that cool? And you show them a different angle of their potential. And that's it. They look at it from this angle, but you look at it from that angle, and it's a whole different ball game. You have this ability. That is a part of your personality, not your personality. There's so much more. Okay? Good luck. Have fun.
Puzzle of Life 1 says, right, let it go.
That's right.
Lightning Spark 100 says, hello.
Hi.
Puzzle of Life says, I feel Mark and I going to become successful business partners besides lovers. By his response to me, what do you see this year with that? Thanks.
I'm assuming it's the business part.
Well, she says, I feel Mark and I are going to become successful business partners besides lovers. So as well as.
Okay, so included. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, business. Focusing more on business.
All right. Actually, you guys should be a ball of fire together. You sort of like you ignite each other with ideas, and they're really smart ideas. And when they're not smart ideas, the other ones say, "Squash that one," because sometimes you're going to pull out really dumb, harebrained ideas. That's just what happens. So when you're tossing it out, the feeling is it should start happening soon. In months, not week, month or so. But it might be simply the ideas start to flow and flash between the two of you. He respects you. That is powerful energy. And again, do it from the point of not compassion, because there's not really compassionate in business. That's a lie. You have to be compassionate in business nowadays. Mm-hmm. Do it from the point of what's the word when you love? Unconditional love. Do it from the point of unconditional love. Unconditionally love your business. Unconditionally love Mark. And when he makes a dumb mistake, don't laugh. Don't go, oh, that was dumb. Simply go, interesting. What about this? Okay. And the way you lead will be how he chooses to react to the business partnership. So you're not the boss, but in this area, you are. But it will be what I call bootstrapping. So you'll be here and you'll reach down, pull him up. You pull him up farther than he'll pull you up. The two of you can go to, not that you will necessarily, I don't know that that's a choice you're going to make, but the two of you can keep going higher and higher and higher. And your love and business, though you will want time apart, that's a given. It is indeterminate between the two. All right. Good luck. Sounds like fun.
Just interjecting real quick. The way people that do business together, when they do it together, like we have friends that own a restaurant in our town, and the way that they make it work, their partnership and their marriage, both in business and life, is they don't take work home with them. So problems at work stay in the office. Problems at home stay at home. So just keep that in mind.
And yes, they do get cranky with each other.
Yes.
But everybody looks at them and kind of giggles because they're so cute together.
Yeah. Anyhow, that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Lightning Spark 100 asks, how does Scorpio feel about me at this moment?
At this moment, Scorpio is looking at you with wide eyes, and there's kindness in them. There's tenderness in them. I don't see him moving, changing positions or anything, but at this moment, he's looking at that. Scorpio's looking at you with tenderness and love. Drop a hanky. All right.
Erin Liu asks, a coworker G is being passive aggressive bully, and she is trying to force herself into things she doesn't belong. My other coworker got pushed around by her. Will this change?
So the one that got pushed around by her, that is a lesson there. And I don't see the bully shifting personalities very quickly because they've got away with it for a long time. I suspect she's smart enough not to try it with you. And the only way the other one, unless that person wises up and realizes the bully's back down from being told bugger off, pardon my English, is for you, and this is just an image I got, for you just simply to walk in between them and start talking to the bully about something totally different and not have nothing to do with it. Show no fear. It is the fear that people feed off of, the fear that people have been trained to be feed off of. And so basically, since you're the only one that's strong enough to deal with this, unless you can go to HR and you have to have dates and facts and things like that, HR is kind of, and generally in a situation like this, I've found HR is usually useless unless you can prove it. But if you keep walking in between, changing the subject to something totally different, and it will maybe look a little funny, but it will work. Okay. And you cannot go out and smack her.
As much as you may want to.
As much as you may want to, you just can't do that. But it's the problem. But honest to God, she's acting like a child. You're right.
As Like Stars asks, hello, is anyone in my family doing spell work or black magic on me?
Eyes like stars. So this is one I really don't want to answer in public. Can you message me, Eliz-sha Keating, on Messenger, please?
On Facebook.
On Facebook. Doesn't Messenger just Facebook?
No, Messenger is. It used to be just Facebook, but it's just
merged.
Opened up to be, because when we were first making our first website, we had a Facebook Messenger type messaging system. So it's just.
Oh, but yeah, but at mine, I have one on my Wisdom Seekers. That's. I'm not going to tell you what I call it. But so message me on Eliz-sha Keating on Wisdom's, not on Wisdom Seekers, on my private
on Facebook.
Okay, I'd rather talk to you about this in person, or type it in person, because there is ramifications that follow. Okay.
Jennifer Schweb says, hello, ladies. I hope
Hi,
you're
Jennifer.
having a wonderful day. Hello.
It is actually. I slept until 11. I was wonderful. And I saw you join our group. Thank you very much.
The Polynesian Princess asks, hello, may I ask, is there any spirits in my room? I feel the energy feels weird, and weird things have happened. Can't talk about it on here.
Yeah. Again, message me.
Facebook.
Facebook. Same.
Um,
That's something I work with all the time. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Lori Dotson says,
Hey, Lori.
someone I forgave yesterday. How does my guides feel about that? I felt really good about it, and it took a lot to do it.
Well, of course, you know, if there were streets, they'd be dancing in the streets. Of course, they're excited. You know, you don't forgive for the other person. You forgive for yourself. The other person is sort of inconsequential in the forgiving. But with you forgive them, then you have freed yourself up. You've opened up a whole new area of life for yourself. So yeah, they're excited and they're happy, and they think it's a huge step for you. And they think now it's just the beginning. They've got so much work for you to do. Good luck.
Jennifer Schweb asks, do you see me moving to Fairfield, Iowa to be near my middle daughter, Sydney, or to Missouri to be near my brother and his family anytime in the future?
So, from what I can pick up, your daughter and Iowa and you sometimes rub each other slightly the wrong way. That's probably the best choice for a place for you to move. Your brother and his family, it would be much easier, simpler. But Iowa, because there's a lesson there, and your daughter needs something from you, will probably be where you will choose to go in the future. But know this, the energy between you and your daughter will, if you choose to go that route, that it will shift and change dramatically, and you will be welcomed with open arms.
Blossom 11 says, hello, do you see me getting a new job that fits me soon? Thank you.
Did Blossom figure out that I didn't say she was going to fail? That was the same one, right?
I believe so.
Did you? I did not say that.
But
you
I
wouldn't.
did tell.
Okay.
Anyhow.
I just so sometimes I use double negatives. Probably yes, but it might take a month or so for you to get through the whole system and get into doing the work you want to do. So I'm seeing October, November, and it might be, if I'm remembering, your teacher, it might start out as substitution, but somebody's going to get pregnant or get sick, and you're going to ask to sub for full time for well, at least 6 months to the rest of the year.
Wrong person.
Oh, pardon me.
She's asking about a first time job.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I still think I got that part right. It's October, middle of October to November, middle of November. I do feel that it's a beginning job. It's an entry level job. It's not the job you're going to do forever. In fact, it's a job that leads you to a job. I guess that's why I got 6 months to a year. Though I do think it's more like 6 months. From the place of having a job, you will graduate to a job that is in line with what you really want. And I see you much happier in the new job that's coming after the first job. That's very convoluted, but yes. Answer is simply yes. Okay.
Maria Herrera says, "Thank you. I see Alex happier in school. At school these first few weeks, looking good for him, like you said it would."
I'm glad, but he's a nice kid. His energy is going to shine through, and as his confidence grows, that niceness comes through more and more, and people will like him simply because he's a nice person. And the girls are going to fall all over themselves, right? Okay.
Lori Dotson says, yesterday's energy was a good day for me. Strange as it was, I was in an uplifting vibes all day. People were feeling sad or mad seemed to come across my path. It drained me, but I felt they felt better.
Yep, that's the job. That's exactly what I said this week. You're good, what was it? I put everything. I put everything. It's the hermit, right? The way shower. It's showing people the way, and you showed them the energy, the way. And yes, of course, they're going to feel good. Try and not use your own energy. Try and just channel the energy through your crown chakra through to them, so that you don't go home and go, "Oh God, I'm so tired." But it feels good, and you're coming into your own. All right.
Rocks 999.
I like that name.
Says hello. They ask, how does LM view me?
That's very weird. I cannot find an LM. I would love to answer that, but I can't. I cannot find LM.
She says thank you.
I'm really sorry.
If you could give a little bit more of a description of them, maybe.
Yeah, even the first name. But usually I can pick them up
Lance.
from.
His first name is Lance.
Okay, let me try again. Okay, this is why I couldn't view him. It's Lance is at this moment so wrapped up in something that's happening in his life that he's not thinking about anybody or anything except this particular situation. I think it's just simply something that happened out of the blue, possibly today. And his whole focus, his whole demeanor is wrapped up in this situation, and it's for him. It's frightening. He's a little frightened right at the moment. He appears to be fine, but he appears to be worried about an event or situation that has occurred. All right. So ask me next week, because I'll be back next Friday. I'll be back on Monday, actually. And by then, the situation will have resolved itself, if I'm reading it correctly. And I'll be able to give you a better answer. Okay.
The Polynesian Princess says, okay, I will message you on Facebook.
Please.
Glow Princess 3. That's a cute name. Says, hi, do you see anyone coming towards me in love soon?
Maybe 3. One's closer, and then one's slightly behind, and one's back here. So you have the potential of 3 suitors. The one in front is very intent on getting to you before the other 2. But take your time. Check the other ones out first before you fall madly in love. And you should have a concrete answer before Christmas, which one is your choice. I suspect the one back here is not your choice, but the two front ones, they are both of them rather cool people. One is, of course, slightly better than the other. And don't go for the bad boys. We all love the bad boys. Bad boys do not make great husbands or boyfriends. Experience speaking here.
Lori Dodson says, "Now I understand the energy I was feeling yesterday. Thank you. Sending you all and yours love and light."
Thank you, Lori.
And Jennifer Schweb says, "Thank you so much, Eliz-sha. Your wisdom is very helpful. I have always hoped my daughter Sydney and I could find a way to not be so sensitive towards each other. I love her so deeply."
And basically she knows that. It's just that she's trying so hard to be her own person. And this is an old saw, but if it hurts, it's yours. Why does it hurt? How can I deal with it? How can I release that hurt? Once you release that hurt, whether she's still reacting or not doesn't matter, because there's nothing to push against it, and that behavior will dissipate. I suspect she needs you more than she's ever going to let you know.
CF says, or no, Rocks 99.99 says, "Thank you so much." CF says hello.
Hi, CF.
They also say good day. She also says good day.
She's from
Antra Cook says, "Hey, does Marquise want to contact me?" With a $2.99 super chat.
I appreciate that. Did I not? I think he's like he's doing the 2-step, right? 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. He's kind of like a square dance. He does. And I had the same image yesterday. I'm not sure if it's the same person, but yeah, he's like that. The energy's rising. Can you tell? So I've got 10 minutes and then I'm finished, because I have a live at 2:00 and I need to prepare for it, just so everybody knows. And you're more than welcome to come to Wisdom Seekers Facebook. We have
the page. Links are in the description.
The links are in the description. Sabi's going to be on. She does animal communications. You might be able to ask her to ask different answered questions. She's really good regardless. Wonderful with animal communications. Marquise, I'm going to put it bluntly. Marquise is a bit of a coward, emotionally afraid of being hurt. He wants, but he's afraid. I don't see anything you can do to change that behavior in him, except to continue to be a friend and constant. So be constant. Be there for him. But don't put your eggs all in one basket. If something else comes along that you find intriguing, at least look at it, okay? Because unless this man can grow up, it's going to be a wow. I see him dancing around the subject, but I don't see him having as yet, and it might be next week, totally different answer, but as yet, I don't see him having the courage to move forward. Okay?
Next.
Yes.
Okay, Glow Princess 3 says, thank you so very much. Elantra Cook says, thank you for always helping me, and you are correct. And our last question of today comes from CF, and she wants to know when she will have her first child.
So there's certain things that are given to me, are not given to me. First is when somebody's going to die. I cannot tell that. I have tried, and I'm always wrong. And the second is timing for of a birth. I'm always wrong for the timing. I can tell you the sex, but I can't tell you when. I will try and see what I can pick up though for pregnancy. And the potential is it will be in 2020. Sometime you will have a baby. There is a strong potential for that. And it could be from any time from 9 months from now to the end of the year. But again, I'm not given birth. I'm not given times of birth. I'm not given times of death. So one piece of advice that you want this child so strongly, let your mind ease off of it and quit having that, oh, I need this so badly. All right. Instead, embrace the energy of a child as already there in your heart and love that energy as it is now in your heart, but not with the need. The need, it sort of builds a steel wall. And so the baby's trying to get in, but the steel wall won't let it in. So instead, love the child as if it is already there, and that will invite the energy into body. And I do actually know what I'm talking about because I am really good energy worker. So try to love, not need. Okay? It's the energy. There's a story, I've told it before. There's a family I knew, and they wanted a child for years. They gave up, adopted a child, got pregnant, so they had 2 babies at the same time. And also another story is of somebody I knew tried for 13 years, gave up, got a dog, got pregnant. Don't need.
Yeah, my sister and her ex were trying to have children so badly that finally it wasn't happening, and finally they just stopped. Within, I think, 2 weeks,
they were pregnant.
She got pregnant, a job, and graduated college all within
2 weeks, all within 2 weeks span.
So
and engaged.
And engaged. So there's potential, just don't make it a priority.
Yeah, it's the energy of need that it's like, I need $100. It's not going to happen. I'd like to have $100. Got a really good potential that it will happen. All right, it's a difference between. And yeah, I'm open to it.
Yeah.
So allow yourself to be open.
We just got another question.
Okay, I can do one more question.
Okay, and then we're gonna cut it off for sure.
Yes, we are, because
we
as I said,
get ready for our next live interactive on Facebook. So if you want to know what your cat's thinking about you, join us there. And
cat's probably thinking you're not feeding it enough.
The bowl is half empty, human.
But she, I do feel that Sabi might be open to answering other questions as well. She's very good.
Jen Ganda, you can, but we have to wrap it up real quick. So if it's possible, can you join us on Monday at 6 Pacific time? We will be back for an hour and a bit because we always go over.
Well, it was 75 minutes last time.
Yeah. So we always go over an hour, and because we have another interactive we need to get.
Yeah, and it's very important that I want my readers to have as much exposure as possible, because I know I'm good. I want everybody else to know they're good. And I know I'm arrogant, right?
Yeah. And Jen, I will send you a link to our readers.
The link to the readers or to Wisdom Seekers?
Well, either or. She just wants to know how much a personal reading is, and
okay,
they vary depending on who you reach out to for a reading. So after, Mom's answering this last question from Toffee H, I will send you a link and you can peruse your choice.
I recommend if you're unsure of a reader that you start out with a one question written. It's
generally $30.
They're $30. Yeah. If you want to know how compatible you are with somebody, it's a $30 reading. Elizabeth does it. She does it. I was listening to what she said. She does it on a few levels of compatibility, and of course, her readers are amazing. So try that. I would recommend the $30 one first. If you want face-to-face, Erin and I think are the only ones that do face-to-face.
I believe so. I have to double check.
Elizabeth is getting to the place where she will.
Yeah.
But as you know, Erin is fabulous. Generally blows my mind.
So Jen, I will send you the link for Elizabeth, and you can reach out to her for a compatibility reading.
She is really good.
Okay, so first off, Toffee H says, "Hi, honey. Should I quit my job? Lots of enemies and drama."
I generally don't suggest this, but I would suggest actually if you can find another job, then quit. It makes more. But it almost feels like you need a space in between you and another job, and I'm getting, as I say, generally I don't recommend this, but I think you need a break. I think that a lot of the drama that you're surrounded is exhausting you, and it actually hasn't got much to do with you. It has to do with the poor emotional quality of the workers. So if you can afford to take a month off and find a job, if you can't find a job, then quit. There is a job out there where there is a better boss. And I'm not saying a boss is horrible, but I do know that the energy of a place comes from the top down. So if the boss is good, the people are good. Find a place where you like the boss, you're going to like the job, more likely. But if they allow the drama to continue, then they're not good bosses. And I do feel that there is a place out there that is easier on you. Good luck.
So there's one more question that came in about a 3-year-old little girl who's
we'll
a
do
nightmare. That. Paola G asks what she can do to solve it. What does she have and what can I do to solve it?
What's the little girl's name?
She doesn't give it.
Okay, so Paula is the mother?
I believe so, yeah. I have a 3-year-old girl.
Okay, hang on. Okay. Message me. This is something I can help you with. And if I can't help you with, Aaron can.
Yeah. So message you on Facebook?
Yes, please. Because this is an outside influence that's coming in.
So it's not just the regular three-nager, as people are calling them now.
No, it's not. It feels like there's a vortex in the room.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we're gonna close it up there.
And come visit us
On Facebook.
with Sabi. She's a cool lady.
And she might be open to answering more than just questions about animals that you have currently and that have passed on. Otherwise, we'll be back Monday at 6 PST and
Wednesday. We have Nikki Anna Lou doing a continuation of the manifestation. Friday, I think we will start doing the weeklies again. Sunday at 11 Pacific time, I will be doing, we're going to have a priestess on who's going to do something. I think it's calling down the moon. Don't quote me on that, but it has a ritual to do with the moon. I think it's a moon cleansing. And then we don't do readings on that. You are welcome to ask questions about spirituality or the ritual and things like that. And it's be our third time. We're still figuring out the ropes, but it is so far. It's one of the ones I enjoy the most, and I enjoy it all. I do enjoy myself thoroughly.
Hence the weeklies turning into like 4 hours per.
Instead of 20 minutes, 10-minute reading, 10 minutes of readings. Yeah. So, but I enjoy myself thoroughly. But that one I have it's because it's when we started doing it, I realized that all the dreams that I'd had for the website are coming true, and I was so excited because I wanted community. I wanted to be able to help people. I want to be able to teach, not just me, but have teaching platforms so you can reach out and learn more about other things. So, and I need to look. There might be something else happening during the week, but I've forgotten. So we'll look and see.
If something is coming up that we don't mention or forget to mention, it will be on our newsletter.
Which is coming out around the 1st.
As well as on the calendar on our website at wisdomseekers.net.
And the newsletter this week is going to be this month is going to be blast. We should see what the article I've got. It's so much fun.
We should wrap it up.
I do.
Sorry,
that's true.
But please, for those who want, come join us on Facebook. If not, we'll see you guys Monday.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Swept says, love you both.
Thank you very much.
Many blessings. Thank you.
Namaste. Namasko.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
And Monday, we'll be back Monday.
Bye.